Hi, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Paul Lisnick. So many people are blessed to have a child who has special needs or with disabilities, and it's important that we're able to give them the kind of training, care that all children get. And so we're going to give you an opportunity to learn about one of the places that can happen. Meet my next guest. Jean Bailey is the director for the National Lekotek Center in Chicago, but it's the national center. These are all over the country, right?
Right, it is.
So, Jean, thanks for being with me.
Thank
you. Talk about the mission. I've kind of mentioned it, but talk about the mission.
Well, the National Lekotek Center is a nonprofit. It's part of the Annixter Center here in Chicago, and we work with children who have special needs or disabilities and their families through the utilization of toys and play, because we believe that play is the way children learn, develop skills, and can really reach their highest potential.
And of course, we have a toy here. We're going to get to that. I was playing with it before we went on the air, but talk to me about, so first of all, obviously you're working with little kids.
We're working with children who are birthed till 8 years old.
And talk about some of the special needs or disabilities that they experience that you're working with.
We work with children who have all kinds of disabilities. They could be someone who is on the autism spectrum, they could have cerebral palsy, children who have Down syndrome, but also children who are not diagnosed. We also, who have certain delays, we bring them in also and work with them from birth on.
So as they go through the work with you at the Lekotek Center, what's getting developed? How are these children being assisted and helped?
Wonderful.
What skills?
Well, the cornerstone of our program is our family play session. And this is something that we do on a monthly basis. We bring the family in with the child who has special needs, and we are guiding them through a play scenario with a Lekotek play specialist. And what they do is they get the family in on a play rug, and the siblings are invited, the mom and dad, maybe even the grandparents. And they introduce toys and play scenarios that are really focused on developing a particular skill with the child.
How great.
Yeah.
Now, we're not talking about video games here, right? The kids, they'll do enough of that on their own. Let's turn to the toy we have here, because this is an actual toy you would use with some of the children. So talk to me about what is the message of this toy? I mean, just so people can see it, there's various holes and a variety of objects that just go in the holes, but it serves a purpose.
It does. If I were a Lekotek play specialist in one of our sessions, I might introduce this toy. It's just a workbench, a classic toy a lot of kids played with. And of course, the child will want to pick up the mallet. And what they will do when they pick it up is they're learning grasping skills. All children need to learn how to hold a spoon or a fork in order to eat independently, and eventually to hold a crayon or a pencil to write their own name. So they're developing that skill by wanting to play with this mallet. Next, they might take it and pound on this. And what they're doing when they do that is they're doing hand-eye coordination. And that's a very important developmental milestone for young children to learn.
Perfect.
As they bang on it, they're hearing it, seeing it, feeling it. And this creates a kind of sensory symphony that actually helps young brains develop. And finally, if we were playing together, Paul, you'd probably want to turn.
I already do.
And I would have to learn patience and turn-taking.
And sharing.
And sharing, right, how to play well with others. And those are social, emotional skills that we work with a lot of the children on.
How wonderful. Now, of course, obviously you can't handle all the children who might have these needs, so you do have a message for families at home in general.
We do. We would like families to play more with their children. It's really important. It bonds the family, they communicate, they collaborate better, they relieve the stress, and they have fun, which is what they want to have.
Therapy is a little different than traditional therapies.
It is. Our particular model is different because it's play-based. We use play as the motivation to get the child to learn new skills.
All right.
We're also child-led. We let the child lead the play scenario.
Perfect. We have to go, but I'm going to play.
Wonderful.
My guest has been Jean Bailey. She's the director for the National Lekotek Center. I'm Paul Lisnick. You should check this out. Thanks for watching us here on Comcast Newsmakers.